What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to today's Clash of Clans video. A very exciting one, but also a very tough one to make. This one is the end of an era, my Town Hall 8. Now look at my base right now. Is there anything that looks a little bit strange to you? You might notice that to the left of my base, we have the bomb tower just sitting over there across to that side. Now the reason for that is because I have had my Town Hall 8 maxed for years. Even when I started my YouTube channel about 4 years ago, this account was maxed. And I've left it at Town Hall 8 because it is one of my favorite Town Hall levels. It's the area where I first started to get more into strategy. Town Hall 7 was kind of getting there, but Town Hall 8, you can really get a little bit deeper into the strategy itself. And this base was maxed before the bomb tower, so that's how long I've had this base. But for you guys, you requested it, a Town Hall 9 series. Today, we are going to upgrade to Town Hall 9. So guys, if you're ready for the Town Hall 9 series, be sure to subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my daily Clash of Clans videos. Now we are a little bit short. As soon as we collect the golden elixir, we will be able to make that upgrade, but I do want to use this video as a final Town Hall 8 video, show you some of my best attacks, the best armies that I think there is at Town Hall 9. So we'll do a couple of attacks at Town Hall 8, and then upgrade to Town Hall 9. Leave a like if you are excited, but let's go ahead and cook up the first attack. It is in my quick train army. Oh, we actually have a Valkyrie attack cooked up, so why don't we use this first, and then we can cook up my army from there. So I do like the Govaho attack, and this is the army I tend to use. I use 4 earthquake spells and then the heals for the troops coming through, and then the hog riders on the outside as well. I'll show you that. You can see army number 2 is the dragons. I love that attack as well, followed by the mass hog riders. So we'll do each of them in this video. Let's pretty much get out there and find a base to attack. So in this, I'm that used to Legends League, basically, guys. We're not going to attack this thing. What is that? We are that used to Legends League that we only get our 8 attacks. Now, I haven't been on this account for a little while. I pop on it from time to time. This is a more upgraded base. It still doesn't look fantastic, but it's kind of fitting. This guy is upgrading to Town Hall 9, so that is what we are going to do. We're going to crush his base and take out an upgraded Town Hall 8. So where do we come in from the Valkyries? Honestly, I think we push in from the bottom here and control the Valks up. They get through this wall initially at the bottom. They can kind of merge together here and push into the storages. I think that's going to be the plan of action. So 1 golem here, and then wizards across the left behind the golem, wizards across the right behind the golem, 1 or 2 Valkyries just to start to get that area used, and then in with the wall breakers. Once that area is busted open, we can press all of the Valkyries in alongside the king, and the wizards have not quite got them areas down, but the Valkyries charge forward. Very nice. Let's now get the CC in as well. We can get a heal spell in this area. Just as the Valkyries start to punch out, they've actually gone the wrong way, but hopefully they make amends. They do, guys. They go into that central area, and when they swoop right the way around to the bottom here, I will then use the rage to help punch them through the wall. There they go. Some of them bust to the outside, which is a good thing. That's going to allow our king into the base. Let's use that earthquake spell right at the side there. Just try and get any kind of damage onto the buildings. But honestly, the mass Valkyries at Town Hall 8 are fantastic. It's where the Govaho style attack really came from, and the Go Boho attack is using them bowlers. You have to have a Town Hall 10 or above in your clan to donate them, but then you can wreck bases. It gave us the loot. It gave us enough loot to upgrade to Town Hall 9, so let's go ahead and prepare for that momentous occasion. Town Hall 9 upgrade. Like I said, guys, you guys have been asking for a few different series, and Town Hall 9 has been heavily requested, and I've had my maxed out Town Hall 8. I've been holding on to it. This was an account that is being maxed for about 4 years, but I love Town Hall 8. What other series would you like to see? Here's what I'm thinking. Leave a like on the video so I know that you want to see it. So the Town Hall 12, we're doing the Let's Play to max with the Legend League subscriber attacks. We'll have the Town Hall 9 series. We're going to try and bring back the Rushed series, and I'll talk about that with you guys when we start bringing that series again. But I'm thinking we rush all of the way to Town Hall 12 and then try and fix it from there. That's my initial thinking. Let me know what you think. Would you want to leave it at them 3 series? Town Hall 12, Rush 12, and a Town Hall 9, or would you like to see the beginner series come back as well? Let me know in the comments, but here we go. Town Hall 9, we get the Queen, and the Let's Play is also then very much on. Boom! Town Hall 9 it is in 4 days time, so expect a video in 4 days time for Town Hall 9 and the opening Let's Play of Town Hall 9 Let's Play Clash of Clans. Let's come back when we have this magnificent army cooked up, and then we can get into another one of the very best Town Hall 8 attack strategies. Alright guys, so we are ready to go with my favourite Town Hall 8 attack strategy. The reason for this is you use the 4 Earthquake spells to get into the base. You've got the heal for your Valks and Bowlers and one for the Hog Riders. The Barbarians and Archers are used to either lure and take out the Clan Castle troops, or you can use them for cleanup at the end. Then the Dragloon is my second favourite. It is so overpowering. You guys, if you've been around on my channel for a while, let me know in the comments if you remember my Dragloon attack strategy guide at Town Hall 8. That video has over 1 million views. Thank you guys. So this is it. Army number 2, and you take balloons and a haste in your clan castle in order to power through to a different air defense. You use the lightning and quake for one of them, you use the haste for another, and you use the dragons for the remaining one, and that is it for the Dragloon. Let's go ahead and collect all of this beautiful loot. I have left the loot cart. I think when it is maxed, it's just beautiful. And it's kind of at the side of the base. It's a bit of a souvenir. I like it, guys. I like it a lot. Let's remove the gem box, and I will slowly remove the other obstacles. That's where you get the gems. But let's get into my favorite Town Hall 8 attack. This base might be a bit of a pushover. I don't know. I want to find you guys a base where it's relatively difficult. It's not that easy of a base, but at least I get to show you guys the strategy. What's this? He's got a level 6 king, his wizard towers aren't really upgraded. Yeah, again, probably not that highly upgraded. If we don't find one in a second, guys, what we tend to do is cut the video and we come back when we've got one. So why don't we do that? Let's go ahead and cut the video here, and I'll come back when we have a base to attack. Okay guys, this is around about as good of a base as we are going to come up against. Down here in Silver League, the bases just aren't that upgraded, so hopefully when we start playing this account a bit more, we will start to see more bases. But what have we got? We've got a centralized clan castle. Should probably test if there's anything in that. I don't think we could lure from that gap, although it is... we could use that as a leverage point, I guess. Let's send in one Hog Rider. I'm thinking that... probably the mortar will be close enough in order to lure the clan castle. Let's have a quick look. Yes, so it's giants in there. They're all lured. Where are we going to come in from? We're actually going to come in from this point down here. So let's lure the giants down here, and then I'll show you what I tend to do to take them out. So I use one archer in order to anchor them on, and then I will kind of just distract them a little bit, get the golem in and the wizards, and that's it. So I'll use just a couple of barbarians like this, then the golem, followed by 2 wizards, and that should be enough to clear them out. The golem might actually be gone. Yeah, not great, guys. I'm going to put another golem in to distract, because we need this. And yeah, one of the giants is still going at one of my wizards. Dude, what are you doing? Go away. Go away. There we are. Right, not great. Not great at all, guys. I'm going to have to use the king to adapt here in order to try and create that funnel. Get a couple of wall breakers in. We need to punch this initial pack down, which we should. Boom, that goes down. Now let's get the earthquakes in, and that should be enough to punch in through that wall. Now let's get the bowlers in, followed by the Valkyries. Should still be able to get this done, even though we've lost a lot of tankage troops in that of the golems. Then we use one heal for all of them troops as they come forward. We then use the king, and once we get through to the far end of the base here, we will start. Actually, let's start now over this side. Right as we started, the splash damage turned and meant that it was not then distracted by the troops in the middle. It turned to my Hog Riders. We don't have a lot for cleanup here. I've had to use the spell early on. I don't think we can distract that wizard tower with the barbarian. It's out of reach. So we've kind of got to hope that we've got enough firepower to get through this, guys. The wizards early on didn't quite get the job done. They didn't take down the giants because I don't normally use the barbarians to distract. I don't know what I was thinking. That is if I use a poison spell. I'll just sprinkle the barbarians in, but with the 4 earthquakes, you don't have the room. What I used to do, you can tell I haven't played this account for 4 years. I used to put the golem in and put the wizards in quickly behind. Then the wizards are well protected. Fortunately, guys, because we are in Silver League, we are going to get away from this. And this is another good reason for moving back to the Town Hall 8 account now, because I need a bit of practice before we know how to move on to Town Hall 9. Attacking at Town Hall 12 all the time, not the easiest. It is going to be a close one, guys. As the Hog Riders take down that elixir collector, everything merges into the laboratory. 5 seconds to spare is all we need for that 3 stars. Very nice, but that is what I think is the best attack strategy at Town Hall 8. Now what we need for this one is a haste spell and all balloons. You are going to like this strategy, guys. It is awesome. Absolutely awesome. So you tend to take all dragons. We're pretty much ready to go. We might as well keep on rolling through this because I want to show you one more thing, and I'll quickly donate to myself in that time. On this series, guys, I want your opinion. On the Town Hall 8 series, moving on to Town Hall 9, I'm thinking that we do not buy the gold pass. Within the rushed base, the rushed base series, the one that I was talking about, moving to Town Hall 12, I think I'm going to buy the gold pass each month for that series. But for Town Hall 9, I'm not sure it's needed. So we are just going to probably go along without the gold pass. But let me know your opinion in the comments. And let's get into the next attack, because we are ready to go. The Dragloon. Hopefully, we can find a relatively upgraded base pretty quickly here. Guys, remember, do follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, because we do give you sneak peeks of videos and ideas over on there. So this one might be a good one to showcase you the strategy. And what you tend to do is you lightning an earthquake spell, the most difficult to get to air defense. Now that's normally a one with the sweepers. These are all reasonably difficult. Why I've chose this base, because it's not the easiest for Dragloon. But what I'll probably do is come in behind the sweepers here. And you also come in from a flat side, never come in from a corner. So we're going to zap quick this air defense, and notice how we can also get a bit damage onto the Town Hall as we do that. So definitely something you want to do. Then we can lightning that earthquake spell, lightning that air defense, and it's down. That is it. Then we're going to swarm in. We use the king to distract. We could use it to distract this archer tower, but I'm actually going to use it to distract this one, because that's the route we're going to send the loons in. So I'm going to be relatively heavy on the dragons from this side. Just a couple over here as well. And you tend to swoop in from one side. There's the king, there's the loons, and they get straight pathing to that air defense. We use a rage to get the dragons onto one of them. We use a haste to get the balloons onto the next one. Oh, they've gone the wrong direction, guys, and they're not going to get that air defense. Took a bit of a gamble there, but we should be okay as the dragons swoop through. That is why you have to concentrate on using the dragons to go from one side of the base to the other, and that's why I made sure to put them couple across to that side. But generally speaking, let's use the king's ability, because he's lagged behind and the archer tower didn't turn to the king. So again, you try and use the balloons to get to one of the air defense, normally a little bit better than that. If it was a war attack, I would try and plan it out a bit more. But the general rule of this strategy is get to them 3 air defense as soon as possible. Lightning and Quake, one of them. Get it down and out the way. The second one, use the balloons to get there. You can either do that first, early on, or you can do it with the dragons. Tends to be a bit more effective if you can do that. And then you swoop the dragons to the third one. If you can, try and swoop the dragons to the one that has the balloons targeting it as well, just because you can then sweep through both of them as you've seen in that attack. One more to go, guys. One more strategy that I love at Town Hall 8. It is the mass hog riders. So I'm going to cook this one up. It's not quite the strategy I normally use, to be honest. I tend to just take a couple of giants, couple of wizards there, enough to get my troops into the base itself, and I maximize on hog riders, as many as possible. So we can probably, how many giants do we have? 2. We should probably take, like, I don't know, 1 more giant, I guess. And then we've got 2 archers, plenty of wizards. What else can we take? Might as well take 2 more archers, guys. Then we tend to take a rage for the center is good. A poison is a nice touch as well, and then we will take like a skeleton spell or something in our clan castle in order to try and distract something, clean up anything. We can use it as a very much transitional spell, but let's come back when we're ready for that attack. Okay guys, so for the final attack, the mass hog riders, I have decided to go with 2 poison spells, which is always good, because you can use one for the clan castle, and then you can use one for any skeleton traps that might pop, and they will be attacking your hog riders. Since you have a lot of them, you're going to need to get the skeletons down, because you need them hog riders to get through the base. Let's hope we can find a base relatively quick. We are just about nearing the Gold League. Let me know which division you would farm in once we move to Town Hall 9. Do you think I don't know, I always used to farm in like Crystal League. Do you think that's a good league, or would you go higher, lower? Let me know. I know some people farm in Masters League as well. We're looking for a well upgraded Town Hall 8 in order to show you this. So let's come back, guys. Let's see what this is. I guess we can use this base. We can use this one. It's not fully maxed, but it's getting there. It's not too far off. So what do we need to do? We first need to check if there's any troops in the clan castle. So let's put a hog rider in, and I don't think so. I think they would have still lured that even from the Tesla. So that's pretty good, actually. That's pretty good. Would they have? Yeah, I think they would have lured that. Right, so what we're going to do, we need to create the funnel on either side. We need to punch in here. Might be better off to come from the wizard tower at the top. Get the king out whilst we're at it, because we need to take that enemy king out. So I think that wizard tower at the top is the one to come from. So we're going to swarm that with giants, put a couple of wizards to create that funnel, but we do need wizards for the cleanup as well. Then we will sprinkle in the wall breakers. We have that open now, so we can get that in alongside the bowlers, and then we can bring 3 more wall breakers. Get to the middle, guys. Get to the middle. Boom! Yes, they broke that compartment, which is good. That should pretty much allow us to get that a little bit further. So King's ability will be pressed. Let's use the Rage spell now to try and bounce the bowlers through this. Come on, guys, get through this a little bit quicker, and that is pretty nice. I'm waiting for to see which route they take, and then from there we will sprinkle the hogs in. So let's go for it now. Sprinkling the hogs around this side, guys. I don't need to use a heal yet, but once the hog riders merge down towards this bomb tower, that's where the heal is going to be used. Look, we can get the wizards in already for cleanup. Still have 7 hogs in order to bring them in. There is that skeleton trap we talked about, so we might as well get a poison in now. Going to wait on the next set of hog riders just to bring them into that wizard tower. Make sure it's well distracted and potentially even taken down before my hog riders even get there. And that is how to do it, guys. It is going to be a 3-star. Let's swag that poison spell just because we can. Hog riders getting the job done. You have to use them a little bit more surgically, as we did there, if you're using mass hog riders. So you don't just send them all in. You could, but depending on the base layout, you're definitely better off to go with the more more of a surgical approach, just bringing one set in relatively heavily at first and reinforcing as you go around the base. Take note of splash damage. That's where you're going to have most of the dangerous defenses and damage to your hog riders. So guys, that is going to wrap it up. The next time you see this account, it will be Town Hall 9. Brilliant stuff. If you guys want to see my latest Town Hall 12 Let's Play video where we used 10 Lava Hounds in Legends League, it was pretty crazy. I have linked it here for you. Go ahead and watch that series as well. We'll try and bring you different series as we move along, so check that video out. But until next time guys, peace out.